So we've been talking about how entrepreneurialism allows you to kind of break out of the rigid mold, and we've been talking about it mostly from the aspect of how you do work and thought processes and things of that nature. What are some other benefits that you found to owning your own businesses?
Freedom of movement. I am tied to my business. It's a child to me. It requires enormous amount of attention and care, but the decision to, take a few days off or do what needs to be done, that's all on me. I don't have to answer to anybody else. That freedom of movement and that freedom of expression really works well for me because I do kind of have a very rigidized internal set of priorities and what needs to be done and what things have to be done. Having the freedom to express that 100% myself is very freeing. It's very liberating, and it makes, there's the adage that, as a business owner, it's always on your mind as you go to sleep. It's hard to sleep. You're always thinking about it. And yes, I'm always thinking about it, but the anxiety isn't there because I know that I've done everything I absolutely can. It is my child. It is my everything. I put everything into it. And at the end of the day, I have no one to answer to but myself, and that includes accountability. If something goes wrong, I don't have to wonder or prod my thought process as to where it went wrong. It went wrong with me. And while that sounds like a lot, it's very freeing. It frees my brain up to think about a lot of other things rather than trying to constantly shift things around. So that freedom of thought, freedom of just expression and putting my vision out into the world has been the biggest benefit of owning my own small business. I would say I could probably list a bunch of things people would list as negatives to owning your own small business, but I don't really see them that way.
Sure.
It's a hard question because what's the benefit? The benefit is it being what it is and seeing my vision come up into the world.
I think what's so great about some of the things that you're sharing with us about why you enjoy being an entrepreneur and why you enjoy owning your own businesses is that what you're not saying. You're not saying, well, I do this because it's the way I'm going to make a ton of money, because I'm trying to get a 10x exit and I could never do that as an employee. I mean, I think obviously there's a lot of risk and a lot of work to what you're doing, and that should command, under the right circumstances, a good financial reward. But I think what's great about this discussion is that that's not the center of why you do it. I get the impression you would do it even if there wasn't a great financial reward.
I will be completely honest. When it comes to financials and everything else, I keep an eye on how everything's doing. I look at the overalls, and I trust the people that I select to advise me. I picked them so that I could trust them 100%. If I didn't have that and I constantly had to worry about that, that'd be more on my mind. But yes, for me, money is just a stressful thing. I do this to put my vision out into the world because I would do it even if that, like you said, if that financial reward wasn't there. And then I rely on the people that I trust to make sure that all that falls into place, because we all like to be rewarded for our work. We all like to provide for our families, do, whatever it is you're doing. But for me personally, the drive is just is an internal just drive to build.
Yeah.
And what comes from out of that, I will enjoy.
Yeah, you're a maker.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.